called? D major has? Called F sharp and? C sharp for the Charles. A major has? Tell me their name. E major has? Okay, so if I take this away and I ask you to quickly tell me E major has how many sharps? What are their names? Right. So, now, how will we do that? I'll quickly just show you because we don't have all that much time. E major scale. 8 notes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Semitones between which ones? 3 and 4? Right. How many sharps did you tell me E major has? 4. There we go. Father.
Charles goes down.
I've got my E major scale. Can you see how easy it is? But I will give you exercises and I'll go over it again with you very slowly when the camera is not on us. Now, take that seat and come and sit over here. Will we be able to see him when he sits?
Exercise at table.
Yeah, sort of, but turn a little bit more. Totally turn. That's right. Now, Michael, I have taught you how to write the major scales. Now, you know there are major scales and there are what other scales? Minor. You can just sit there. It doesn't have to. We can play it on the piano without having the view of it. C major scale. Now, the minor. Did you hear the difference? Right. What is the difference? In your mind, what would you say? What is the difference? Here's the major. Is this one happy or sad? Is it major or minor? Major. Well done. That was E major. What about this one? What minor? Minor. What about this one? Major. Major. This one. Right. Sorry. Minor sad song. Why am I asking you this? Is there's a relationship between major and minor. And I'm going to explain it to you a very silly way again, but you'll never forget it. Alright? We will get to the proper, exactly why it is some other time. But for now, just to remember the basics. Here is a house. Now, usually, not always, in the house we have a mother and a father, Mr. Major and Mrs. Minor. Not always, as I say. Some families have a grandmother and a child. Some families have a single parent. But for theory for now, we'll do it the fairy tale way. Okay, there's a father and we call him Mr. Major. He's basically the one that brings in the money. He's a little bit more important than his little wife, that's shorter than him, called Mrs. Minor. So for each Mr. Major, there's a little Mrs. Minor. Now, if Mr. Major has 2 cars, they also belong to Mrs. Minor. If Mr. Major has 3 kids, Mrs. Minor also has 3 kids. So if I call him Mr. G Major, what does G Major have? F sharp. So, Mr. Major has F sharp. So, does his wife also have F sharp? Yes. Now, we said we're calling him Mr. Major, G Major, right? Mr. G Major. Now,